Well, it's been raining for 4 or 5 days. It's finally let up. We got a couple inches here at the river. We got 1.5 inches. I'm going to put my tomatoes outside today. They're slowly growing. They get nice purple stems, which is what you want. And I just did a calla lily. And for people who don't know about calla lilies, you can watch that video. But these are the ones I grew from seed last year, and when the stem dies back in dormancy, it goes to the bottom, and you'll see holes in your pot, and you think, oh, it's all gone, just throw it away. But see, it's growing from the bottom, coming back up. These are a little bit more advanced, and I've had them up here in the sunlight. What little bit we had, and I had to reinstall a light in here because they were starting to get leggy with all the cloudy weather. Good with the bad. I went to the river yesterday and had to do a bunch of work, and some of my plants got a little on the dry side, especially those marigolds. I'm having a hard time with marigolds. I got a few planted. Normally you wouldn't transplant them with just the seed leaves, but this one got dropped on the floor. So I just took them and planted them, and you can see new growth. I'll have enough. I just soaked those, and they'll come back by this evening, but the second batch really got hurt. But I think they'll come back. All the rest of it's growing nice and big. I got to do a lot of transplanting. Foxglove, columbine, collias, spider hostas. Well, I got my tomato plants outside. Let's see, I have 19 sweet millions, I have 20 4th of Julys, and I have 24 better boys. The box is a little under 4 feet. I think the frame is, I made the frame and the boxes at the same time because I've got several of these boxes in the greenhouse, and I made all the frames because I have several different ones so that it would cover it in the tomato cage so they could grow tall. Now it's a cloudy day here in Central Virginia. You can feel a little sunshine, so it's not real thick, and it's got light areas in it. If it was blazing sun, I would take this tarp and cover it, because they've been in that greenhouse and they haven't been getting direct sunlight. They have been getting light filtered through 2 levels of plastic. And if you put these out here in full sunlight without hardening them off a little bit, they will get really hurt. All the top leaves are extremely tender. They're the last to grow. Those little leaves would burn up in the sun, and you'd really stunt the plant. I left one up here on the end because I wanted to keep a watch on it. Well, one of these better boys had 2 stems on it. I've never seen one split right there. See that thing? It's got 2 stems. I've never seen one do that. They've always had single stems. And it's a perfect 2 stem. I bet you that's going to be a producer. But that's what I do. I put the top on it because the squirrels, we have tons of squirrels. See the size of that oak tree there, folks? We have squirrels, and they love to dig in fresh soil. And if you left these uncovered, you come out here tomorrow and the squirrels would have got down through it, broke all the stems, a bunch of them, dug up plants, trying to bury something, or just their natural incentive to dig. But anyway, I'd cover this in full sun since it's not going to be full sun, although I do see a little break in the clouds over there. It looks blue. But tomorrow it'll be sunny, and I'll cover it during the sun for at least 2 days of sun. I will cover it, and then I will take the tarp off, preferably in the morning because that sun's warmer than the cold, hot sun of the evening, and expose them to a couple hours of sunlight, and then 3 hours, then 4 hours, and by then I'll just leave the tarp off. Plus, if we have a real bad thunderstorm, I can come out here, and I put bungee cords on, you can see one hanging on that from last year, and I put bungee cords on it so the wind won't blow it off, and it'll protect it, because I've had hail come through here and really work on them. But that's the story on my tomatoes, my update for this Friday. I don't know, it's the 1st of May or the 2nd of May. I think it's the 2nd. You can hear a lot of birds now. The sun came out, they're all happy. We got blue sky now. It hadn't been, 25, 30 minutes Since I talked about this, it's 2:20 in the afternoon. The sun is still in the southern quadrant. Won't be overhead till the 20th of June, but by the time these are grown to the size I want, it will be overhead. But since these are tender and I got full sun, I covered it, and I covered it longer on this side since the sun is coming from this angle. If it was overhead, it wouldn't matter as much. And as the sun gets overhead, it won't matter because they will be hardened off. But just that direct sunlight right through there, if I had equally spaced it, all those leaves would get direct sunlight, and they're not used to it. Hate to beat a dead horse, but you lose more plants than not hardening them off than probably withholding water from them.